The first thing you notice on ClearVoice Surveys website are the survey examples. Some paying $150, some $200, and a claim that you can earn $5 within just a few minutes of taking the welcome survey. I have tested hundreds of survey sites and I can tell you those are not the kind of numbers you normally see on survey sites. So the obvious question is, are those numbers real or are they just there to get you to sign up? I actually reviewed ClearVoice Surveys a few years ago, but the platform has changed quite a bit since then. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how it works now, how much you can realistically earn, and whether it's actually worth your time. So let's start by going over who can join ClearVoice Surveys, and during the sign up process you can choose between a lot of different countries. So from what I can see, it's more or less worldwide, but of course, how it is with all survey sites, how many opportunities you get will vary depending on your profile and your country. And on the website here you can see these claims that I just mentioned. 3 simple steps to earn your first $5. See 5 minutes, then you will get it there. Also here you see $150 for this survey Zoom focus group. Here $2, $200, $200, a lot of high paying $150 there, the surveys, so it definitely looks very appealing. But let me now log in and then we'll take a closer look at whether it can really deliver on these promises here. So I am now logged into ClearVoice Surveys, and one thing you just need to keep in mind is that when you sign up, you have to share your address and phone number before you even get to the member area. Personally, I know that most legit service sites and get paid to sites, they ask for some kind of verification at some point before paying you. Of course, they need to do that to avoid scammers, and many service sites, they do see a lot of scammers attacking them. So I do understand they need to ask for some kind of verification, but I also know a lot of you always ask about that. Do I have to verify? Personally, I prefer that I do not have to verify anything until I've actually seen inside, because there are also scam sites, and if you give the information to wrong sites, scam sites, of course that is not great. So I don't like when a service site asks for that type of information, and private address, in general I don't like that they are asking about that, but that's just something to keep in mind. They do ask for that during the sign up process. But anyways, once you are then inside, you can complete your profiles. They have all these profile questions, and as you can also see, I've for now given up on filling out all of them because it actually does take quite a long time. There's some really long profile surveys here, or if you have to fill out all of them. But there is also, without even filling out that profile section there, a welcome survey, and you can see this is the one where they say you would get $5 for 5 minutes, and that's of course not the usual reward. That's just for a welcome survey. The thing is, just for me personally, when I click it, then it says it's not available. So you can see that I just tried again. It says the same, thank you, but unfortunately it's now closed. So the welcome survey that they promised on the front page, just 5 minutes, you'll get $5. That's not working for me anyways. Please, if you have used it or if you're joining after watching this, please let me know, are you able to actually complete it? Maybe it's just temporary glitch, but it's been like that for a few weeks because I tried to test it from scratch again. So that's the case for me. I would love to hear your experiences below. So that's just something to keep in mind. So this claim that you just take an easy welcome survey and then you get your first $5, that's definitely not the case for me. Other than that, you can sometimes find other surveys there. They do show these examples here, but be aware that many of the ones they show here on the front page, the very high paying ones, 200, 150 and all these are not as such surveys. They do say survey here, but they also do say, for example, Zoom focus group. So then it would be focus group instead, and you can also see they do say that would then be 2 hours, but still, if you can get $150 for 2 hours, or here, for example, it doesn't say how long, but it's not really a survey, it's a clinical trial. So in many cases that requires you to show up several times and do all these things there. So just keeping that in mind, that the examples here, some of them are not all just regular surveys. Many of them are here. For example, you can see $2, 20 minutes, 75 cents. All these are a little bit more realistic. Personally, I have not really received any of them yet. So even though you can join from many countries, the number of surveys can be limited, and especially because I can't take the welcome survey, as you can see. So you need to take that before moving on. So that's just something to keep in mind. Again, I would love to hear your experiences, what you have experienced and what service you have available there. But even if you don't have surveys available, there are other ways to earn, and some of these are quite new compared to when I last checked out ClearVoice Surveys and last talked about it. So let's go over these other options also. So you can see both here, explore the community, but also up in the earn section here, there are different options. So the paid service we already talked about. They also have these quizzes and polls there. And here you can see for most of these quizzes here, you get sweepstakes entries. So you don't necessarily get rewards unless you're of course very lucky because you get entries into these quite high paying sweepstakes there. So we can show that in just a bit, but you won't get anything directly into your balance here just by completing most of these. They also have where you can scan receipts. So you can see that is where you just need to scan it and then you get a small reward, tiny reward, and also a maximum of 3 receipts per day. So quite limiting compared to many other receipt scanning apps. I do have a video about the best of those I've come across. I'll leave a link in the top corner so you can check that out. I would say this is just an extra side thing. I like when service sites introduce more ways to earn. So it can be worth checking out if you're using it anyways. I would prefer personally to just use one of the apps that are specialized in receipt scanning, but again, if you really like ClearVoice Surveys, it's an extra way to earn here. But just keep in mind here also, it's not as such cash you're earning, you will just earn entries into the sweepstakes. Then they also have this discounts and cashback. So offers and discounts, if we first go here, you can see then they say you can visit here, get goodie box for free, here you get some coupons, all this. There's one very interesting thing here because many of the offers you can find here, they say, oh, these are discounts, you'll get it for free, you'll get a free trial, all these different things. On many other get paid to sites, you can find paid offers. So that means if you, for example, sign up for a free trial, you don't just get the free trial, for example, for Hulu, you get paid to sign up for the free trial because they get paid to get members to sign up for the free trials and then they share that with you. Here on ClearVoice Surveys, they just present it differently. So they present it as an exclusive offer and discount and then they just get all the money. So it's actually quite clever. There's nothing wrong with it. You still get a free trial, but you could also probably get a free trial by just going there. And if you do it through the top get paid to sites, then you can basically actually earn by signing up for many of these things. Many of these also Audible and all these things here. I have seen some quite good paid offers where you get some nice rewards for signing up for the free trial. Here you don't get anything, so just keep that in mind. And as for the cashback, they do have some cashback here, but it's again not specialized in cashback. Cashback is basically if you shop certain places, you get a percentage back into your account. Very limited options they have here, only for very specific products, not like on specialized cashback sites where they have thousands of partners. So whenever you shop in a certain shop, you get a certain percentage back. So not a great option, but at least they have tried to add some more options here. And also here, ClearVoice Surveys is quite unusual because usually when you invite people to join a survey or get paid to site, you will earn a certain percentage. Whoever you invite will earn the same thing, but then whenever they earn, you will also earn a little bit. But here you can see you're not getting earnings, you're getting products. So you're getting, for example, if you invite 5 people, you will get a sticker that promotes their website. Or if you get 25 referrals, meaning you invite 25 people that join here and start being active, then you will get a mug that promotes this service site. So you won't earn anything, but you will get to get a free product that promotes them. Unless you get 100 referrals, you can see then you actually get $100 Amazon gift card. But that's also quite a lot. If you're a regular person that doesn't have a big following, anything like that, you will probably find it hard to find 100 people that would actually join. So also here, not that great compared to many other service sites. But let's now talk about how you can get paid. So you need $10 to be able to redeem. So the payout threshold is fairly low. The options, as you can see here, is just Amazon gift cards. So not that flexible when you don't have any other gift cards to choose from, or you cannot get paid in cash or crypto or anything else, just Amazon gift cards. So you need to keep that in mind. Always when you join a new service site or get paid to site, I always recommend the first thing you do is to go to the redeem section, see what payout options it has so you are sure that it offers something that you actually want to earn. So that's just an extra little tip to always do, in my opinion. They do say in the FAQ section that they will add more payout options, but this has been the only option for a very, very long time. So I don't know if it will ever happen. We'll just have to wait and see. So to sum it all up, ClearVoice Surveys is actually better now than it used to be when I last talked about it a few years ago, because now there are more opportunities, but in my opinion, it's still not a great service site compared to many other options, because first of all, the paid offers there, you don't get paid for them. You can get paid for many of the same offers on others. There's not that many services. You can sometimes maybe get lucky to qualify for like a focus group or something like that. Then it would definitely be worth it. But personally, I have not seen many. If you've been able to qualify for a high-paying survey or focus group or something like that, I would love to hear your experiences. Please share that below. I can just say that I have not been able to qualify for any of that or even get it. And then also this whole welcome survey where they promise $5 fast, it just gives me an error and says it's closed. So that of course doesn't give a great user experience. So I would say it can be worth maybe testing if you live in so-called higher income country, because there is a bigger chance that you might then qualify for a focus group or high-paying service or so. So as an exercise, maybe testing it, but for the other earning options, definitely not something I would use it for, and also not one that I would rely on for regular service. So I would say not one that I will personally really be spending time on, because there are just some things that I don't really like. But again, we all have personal preferences and it all depends on our profile and all that. And maybe you have a different experience. If you have a different opinion, different experiences, please feel free to share it. I love hearing from you. But if you want to see my top recommended alternatives, I also do have a list of the best paid service sites and get paid to sites depending on your country. So I'll leave a link to that below, so then you can check that out. Also, if you just prefer reading, also then I do have a full written ClearVoice Surveys review on my website. So I'll also leave a link to that below. And also, if this video helped you, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.